Throughout the year, Battleship Memorial Park opens its doors to the public.
3, take his base. Okay, thank you.
It's a popular spot to learn and play along the shores of Mobile Bay, but there are some who will always look past these exhibits and simply see their past experiences.
It brings back fond memories, yes.
That's always been the case for Harry Moreland, especially when it comes to planes.
I would rather fly this airplane than any of them if I went out and flew for fun, but not to fight, like I said.
The 84-year-old veteran is a 3-war aviator serving in World War II, the Korean War, and Vietnam. Moreland also piloted 40 different airplane models, many of them sitting right here along the bay.
I wouldn't have stayed in the Air Force if I wasn't flying. Let me put it that way, okay?
But for 30 years, that's exactly what Moreland did. At 18, he enlisted in the Army Air Corps Cadet Program, earned his wings, and during World War II became a fighter-bomber pilot.
We didn't do escort work. We did strafing and dive bombing of bridges and troops and trains and that sort of thing.
Moreland says he racked up hundreds of missions in the air, but the skies weren't always clear. In fact, he was shot down 4 different times.
You're not scared. You're too busy to be scared. You're scared after you get on the ground. But I'm busy. When I got hit, my engine quit. I knew I had to find a place to land. I called, and they told me where the emergency strip was. I was right over it. I just circled down and landed on it.
Moreland says being shot at is just part of the job, but he's seen more close calls than he can count.
I've been so lucky. In Nancy, in the World War II, I dropped my map on the floor. I reached down and picked it up, and a bullet went through where my head was before I reached down.
Moreland says it's that kind of luck that followed him throughout his military career, a career in which he literally grew up alongside aviation.
The first airplane I flew, you had to do this for the propeller.
Moreland says what's most amazing is how much that first plane pales in comparison to his last.
It flew about 60, 70 miles an hour. The last one that I flew went 2.5 Mach.
That's 2.5 times the speed of sound. It's a ride Moreland says he'd take all over again if only the military would allow it.
It's like riding a bicycle. It's something you just don't forget. It's part of you.
Which is why Moreland also considers this park a part of him. Plane after plane, it's like a photo album that he can not only see but touch, memories of a life that not only shaped aviation, but the world around it.
So I just feel very fortunate many times.
So while Moreland continues to look back on his own past, he can only hope these familiar sights and sounds will be looked at with similar appreciation both today and in the future.